right, so what brought you into Atlantic Hearing Balance and Tinnitus Center?
Well, for the last 20 plus years, I've been losing my hearing. I didn't have very good results from going to getting hearing tests and everything 20 some years ago, which led me to believe I can just bull my way through it. And then eventually I was told that, there are facilities that can assess what hearing you do have. And now in the 21st century, they've got the toys to put it all together and make it work. So when I told this to my nurse practitioner, she said, well, I want you to go to this facility, which is you folks. Mm-hmm. So that worked out really well for me. It's completely changed my life. When you stub a toe and you're waiting to feel the pain. Well, I was losing my hearing, but it was very gradual, and I didn't acknowledge how much hearing I had lost. And you folks gave me the hearing test, and I was analyzed. You folks figured out which of the hearing aids would be applicable for my scenario. When I got my hearing aids for the first time about 2 months ago, and when I put them on, I was absolutely shocked at how much I now can hear, and I immediately assessed what my hearing status was, and I believe I only had about 35 to 40% of my hearing. And now with my hearing aids, it's like going from black and white to color TV in the 21st century, and my hearing aids are like having a 75-inch premium LED set. With a stereo system and everything. It was just phenomenal. I can hear birds, I can hear music, and I can hear people speaking to me, so I can have a normal conversation without aggravating them. I'm sure there's 10 members of my family that want to punch me in my face because of the aggravation that I've given them by not getting my hearing aids. And again, the reason why I didn't get them was because I had had a little bit of a negative experience when I was in my mid-40s. Now I'm in my late 60s. And so it took me a while. My friends, my family, even strangers would have to repeat themselves because I would try to be polite and say, "Excuse me, could you repeat that?" That gets real aggravating, not only to the people that are trying to communicate with me. After a while, it started to have a negative effect on my self-awareness, my self-opinion. And I realized that, I don't measure up to hearing, and it had a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth. I was having a negative feeling about things. I was very apprehensive about speaking to people. I didn't realize it, but I became a bit withdrawal from having a conversation. To put off getting hearing aids, that's just nonsensical. Money is not an issue now with the plans that are available. I was shocked at the small amount of money that I had to put into my hearing aids, considering the fact that I had 5 or 6 consultations, professional hearing exam, the professional method that everyone follows in this type of scenario. I'm very impressed. Even when I have some small issue, there's an answer. The doctor has an answer for tweaking out the adjustment so that I can hear the different high and low frequencies of music. I can hear a conversation clearly. It's a very relaxing experience to have hearing aids. And they're so comfortable. 2 or 3 times I've already forgotten to take them out before I went to bed. And then as soon as I roll over with my head on my ear, I still have my hearing aids in. They're, and one time I was going to take a shower, and I forgot my hearing aids were in. I had immediately, oh my gosh, I got paranoid because I got water on my head, and maybe But these things are built that they resist sweat, the ear wax that you become, you get the hygiene, you have to maintain these. It's minimal. They'll deal with the issue of batteries, so you don't have to change them out every approximately week to 10 days. For those people that are putting it off, you deserve to be able to hear, to be able to have a conversation with people, to feel comfortable in doing so, and to know that you're going to be able to hear them, that you don't have to be apprehensive about, I can't hear them and I'm putting my ear to the side or something like that. That's all in the past now. And I've only had them for 2 months. It seems like I've had them forever. Now that I have them, I feel so foolish to have put it off for decades. You can hear everything. At a table in a restaurant, at a concert. Practically, I can't think of a place that I've been to yet that I haven't been able to feel very comfortable and confident. The peace of mind that I can hear a conversation, it tickles me. It just feels thrilling after all this time. I've been such a fool, but that's okay. All's well that ends well. To hear birds, to feel the sun and to hear birds singing their songs, to hear any kind of music that you want, but to truly hear it in the full range of its frequencies. And to pick up on little things that you never heard before in your house. The air conditioning kicking on, the boiler, before it boils the water, you hear the rumble. To hear water coming out of the faucet. These are gifts you don't want to refuse yourself. These are the details that make a whole life. And I really encourage anyone who's been putting them off, getting hearing aids. Think about it twice and give it the benefit of the doubt. They do everything else for you. So by all means, don't put it off. Drag yourself in. Have your children drag you in, or a friend bring you in that's really aggravated because you can't hear them. They'll be happy to bring you here. And let the process start. Let it all happen and be the better for it.